been asked during the past week about the expressions of interest for the token sale, and we've had a number of people asking us questions, so we thought we'd just put together a quick video answering those questions. And the first question we had was, why do you have a period for the expressions of interest? It's twofold really. One, we are offering tokens for sale on a pre-sale basis to a lot of wholesale supporters and to dedicated professional funders, for example, so that we can gauge how much we think we're going to raise from the token sale. It's equally that we need time to ascertain who the people are that are expressing interest, because to be honest, our preference is to have customers from the film and video industry to support us, equally those that are interested in representing the infrastructure to enable us to chase for pirated content. And we're particularly interested in those particular groups. But the reality is that a lot of professional funders are now getting involved in this space, and we want to make sure that we're not beholden to one particular massive hedge fund that might suddenly decide to try and take 100% of all the tokens, which would just stop the platform being able to function in the way we'd like it to. So hence we have this period of expressions of interest. The second question was, what is the information that you need to collect and why? Basically, because we're registering our token sale in Singapore, we have to abide by the regulations of Singapore. And even though it's not explicitly stated that AML and KYC, and that's anti-money laundering and know your customer requirements, are written down by the statute, so to speak, we're hearing rumblings that it is best practice in Singapore to do this. And because we are looking at this play as a longer term play, we're not just in this to suddenly raise a bucket load of cash and then suddenly buy Lamborghinis and that sort of thing. This is all about solving film piracy in the long run, and we know that it's going to take us probably 10 years to achieve our goal of reducing film and video piracy by 80%. So as a result, we are very much trying to preempt where we see the regulation going, and we want to do the right thing. So as a result, we need to get the information of those that are going to invest typically more than $10,000 US into the token sale. And that's one of the reasons why we've set up the expressions of interest, and that's why we're asking for some core information, so that if there are those that do want to invest or to support the project by $10,000 or more, then we need to know more about you, to be honest. The third question is, what happens if someone doesn't submit all the information requested? Now, the reality of any online form, and we've had these, we've had M-Mouse, and I can't even think of some of the stupid ones. Well, yeah, there was a very crude one, which I won't repeat on air, so to speak, but yeah, Mickey Mouse is not going to get any token sales, much as he is actually in the film industry. Yes, M-Mouse, I think it was m@mouse.com, which is something not particularly original, but clearly, we can't do anything with those. And there are people who also have submitted expressions of interest, who have looked at all the right things, but they haven't put any estimated value into the Ethereum or Bitcoin buckets, which are the two primary cryptocurrencies that we're looking towards accepting. Now, if people don't give us that information, there's not a great deal we can do with it. All we can do is just get back to them and say, look, we just need to understand, you need to understand, if you are in the US, unfortunately we can't support you, and if you are more than $10,000 US, then we'll need to do some KYC and AML checks on you. As I say, that's very much geared around best practice for the regulation in Singapore, because they are particularly concerned about money laundering and counter-terrorism, funding terrorism, which clearly they don't want to be seen to be doing. The final question is, what date can I submit my information by? Now, we do have a cut-off for expressions of interest for pre-sales of next Monday, which is the 7th of August. That's detailed in our website. We need this so that we can actually process the AML and KYC information that we need to actually process. Now, we're about to engage a third party to help us do that, and it's very much that we need to assess who is actually interested in buying into the token sale, where they're based, and how much they're looking towards supporting. So it is by next Monday, which is the 7th of August. So if you are interested, please do get the information through to us. We are trying to do this token sale completely above board and completely transparently, so that we can actually solve this problem of film and video piracy. So yeah, that's really about it. So from a blustery and wintry day in Sydney, which is still about 20 degrees, I have to say, which is quite nice, this is signing off. But if you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to detail them to us. So visit the token sale website at tokensale.veredictum.io, and you'll be able to sign up for the information. You'll be able to get us the information expressing your interest.